Hello, welcome back. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Debbie. I'm a stroke survivor living with left-side paralysis and speech difficulties, which is improving. I had speech difficulties for a long time. I'm improving now, as you can hear. I still have a bit of difficulty, but it's really improving. So I walk with a stick. I go by a stick. Whenever I go out, I use a stick. But when I'm in the house, I don't use a stick. I use furniture and walls is part of my support. But when I go out, I might fall. And then I use a stick because of I don't want to be a nuisance for anyone. People must now start to pick me up or help me. I want to be independent, so I try by all means to be independent. So I use a stick. Last week we spoke about acceptance, learning to stop fighting our bodies and start working with them. Today I want to talk about patience. And it is something that's challenged me for a long time. It has challenged me deeply during recovery. After a stroke, patience does not come naturally. For those that had a stroke and those that are caregivers, I think that you can relate to this, that patience does not come naturally for those that had a stroke. We want results, we want answers, we want our old bodies back. But recovery does not move at the speed of our emotions. Healing moves at the speed of our bodies and the brain. Today, today we're going to talk about learning patience without losing hope. Why is patience so hard after a stroke? One of the hardest things after my stroke was slowing down. Oh, I could not take it being so slow. Because before the stroke, I was used to doing things quickly and independently. Suddenly, everything took longer. Standing, walking, getting dressed, even simple decisions. Just putting your thoughts into words was very difficult for me. I got so frustrated. I felt frustrated. Not because I was not healing, but because I wasn't healing fast enough. I kept asking myself, I kept asking myself, Why am I not improving? Why am I still struggling? What I didn't understand was this: healing was not something that you could rush. The brain heals slowly, quietly, and often invisibly. Just because you can't see progress today doesn't mean it isn't happening. Our bodies and our brain needs time. Stroke recovery isn't different from other injuries. When a bone breaks, we see a cause and timeline, but when the brain is healing, the progress is less visible. The brain needs repetition, it needs rest, it needs consistency. Some days my left side responds better than other days. I had to learn that rest is part of recovery, not failure. Pushing too hard only led to setbacks. Listening to my body led to progress. My personal struggle with waiting. Waiting is uncomfortable. I remember days when I wanted to give up exercises. I became, I, be, I felt stuck. I remember asking myself if the effort was worth it. Was it worth it? On those days, I learned a powerful lesson. Healing is not measured daily. It's measured over weeks, months, and time. I started tracking progress differently, not by what I couldn't do, but by what I could do better than before. Standing a bit longer, walking steadier, feeling more confident. Patience allowed me to notice improvement instead of missing it. My faith during the wait. Faith, especially, faith became especially important during waiting seasons. When I couldn't see progress, faith reminded me that healing was still happening beneath the surface. I stopped asking, why is this taking so long? And I started praying. Give me strength for today. Faith doesn't make a recovery faster, but it makes it bearable. On days when motivation was low, faith carried me forward. If you're struggling to stay patient, lean into whatever brings you peace. Hope is fuel to independence. Hope is fuel to independence. Yeah. Learning to be kind to my body. That is one of the things I learned during the stroke, was to be kind to my body. One of the greatest lessons patience taught me was kindness. I stopped being angry at my left side. I stopped comparing myself to others. I began to be kind to myself. I reminded myself my body is healing as at its own pace. I'm going to do the best I can today. Slow progress is still progress. If you're watching this and feeling frustrated, please hear me. You're not behind. You're not failing. You are healing. Patience is not passive. It is active trust. And your patience will be rewarded. Thank you for spending this time with me. I can't wait for our next session. I can't wait for our next conversation. So next week we'll talk about why small movements and small victories. Why small movements and small victories matter more than you think. That will be our conversation next time. Until then, be patient with your body. Be kind to your body. It's doing the best it can. So please like, subscribe, share if you can, and be patient with your body. Share to those that are caregivers, those that had strokes, so that we can encourage each other. We can build each other up, and we can do this. Until next time. Bye.